The devastation is just too massive to ignore. And this is where people come to day in and day out. And it runs, when we talk about a full block, this is what we in the Western District of Birmingham deal with day in and day out. And really what happens is nobody seems to care. When they're able to get away with burning one building, then the investors, they come back and they burn another building and another building and another building. And so we have to pretend like we don't see this every day, every morning, right? This is every day. So where is this? Well, the shopping district of 5 Points West is over there. The Wells Fargo, the Foot Locker, all of those things. This right here is a road that runs parallel to Bessemer Superhighway, Highway 11. One of the strongest shopping districts or community shopping districts. And this is what we see day in and day out, over and over again, the devastation. And people ride by and have to go to their homes every day, trying to stay encouraged, trying to stay upbeat. And it's very difficult. It's very difficult to feel great about Birmingham when that is your reality. And when it comes to economic development, we want people to move into the Crossplex is 2 blocks from here, right? So to give you some sense of where we are, the Pizza Hut, Wells Fargo, McDonald's, City Trends. You see all those pieces over there. And just a little further over is the Crossplex. And this is what we have to live with day in and day out. No 911 emergency. No, this is too long to have to go through this. This is what is going on in Birmingham's inner cities. And families have invested in homes in this area. Seniors desire to age in place. And yet and still, it keeps sending a message and dropping property values in neighborhoods that were once strong. In fact, Jim Fenstermaker, who was over economic development or community development, said, if homes in this community don't make it, they can't make it anywhere in the city of Birmingham. And so a few blocks down where I live is where they're building new homes. And once again, the city's given millions to the same group. It's hard not to be discouraged when you see things like this. Just total devastation. And what happens is we try to ignore it when you drive by it. Pretend like it's not there. And pretend like it's not the case, then nobody really cares. And it's just fully disheartening. It turns the corner. And for the most densely populated area in 5 Points in the city of Birmingham, in fact, they say that 5 Points West is the most densely populated area in the state of Alabama. And this is on Warrior Road, which is a block over from Bessemer Superhighway. Our kids go to school passing by this, being told to keep a great attitude, to be great students and the like. And it's hard when we continually send the message to them that you and your community really don't matter. And we send this day in and day out. You see the traffic that passes by here, it's heavy. The school buses carry the children. Brown to J.O. And this is the message that is sent that says that they don't really care about us. We do service projects, we do neighborhood cleanups, we do so many things. And so sometimes I'm a little harsh when people say, well, we do cleanups in our community. You all need to organize cleanups in your community. And as if having cleanups and having a neighborhood meeting is really enough. This is the reality of living in Western Birmingham. And right over there, over yonder, is the Birmingham Crossplex. And here, just a few blocks down, we send a message to our families. Could you imagine living in any part of the city where this is normal? Now, I was one of those that moved back into the city, that decided to fight for the city, allow my children to graduate from Birmingham City schools. But it's very difficult. But there are too many families that don't have the opportunity to move out of 5 Points West into the south side of Birmingham. They don't have that opportunity. So they make the best of what they've got. Live in a community that they can afford with nice homes, Tudor homes, and same homes that were built in parts of Mountain Brook and Homewood. And here, as you see in the distance, is the Crossplex, the 5 Points West shopping district. And it's hard to stay encouraged. Some of us can pack up and leave. But we made a decision that we're going to stay. But this is the part where we need help from the city. We need the full weight of the city to get on the side of the citizens and say, we'll fight with you. As we look at what we did with 140 million, probably when you throw in the ARPA and the other bailout packages, over $200 million. We can do better. We must do better. We must say to the children and families that live in the Western District of Birmingham that we hear your cries, we hear your concerns, and we're standing beside you. Well, look, last time was District 5, this is District 8. And 5 Points West is supposed to be one of the crown jewels of the Western District of Birmingham. But yet and still, this is the reality that all too often we have to live with. God bless. Take care. And let's make a change.